Hello, it is me, Shirak Alabuena. All right, so this video is going to be on the third eye. And since I did a video about the high heart and how Thymus talked about um, how having the high heart open, I actually am learning about the high heart helping with manifesting and being able to see things. So, the third eye, to me, my interpretation of the third eye is that you can see images. Like, that's how you see, that's how you receive information. So, I asked them a question about, the third eye and how does that correlate with the high heart? And they did an explanation. Maybe I should just do that first. Let me think about it. Okay, so I was going to I'm still I'm gonna finish this book, but I decided I'm gonna do the the channeling that I did with Thymus just a little bit ago. I'm gonna read that instead, and I'm gonna keep it separate. So uno minuto while I figure out this computer stuff. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so so let's see here where my question. Okay, so thymus on the third eye versus the high heart. So I wanted to know, like, how does this work? So they said, yes, we are thymus. We are a collective of ascended masters, and we have heard the question that you are inquiring on. We would like to express our greatest amount of gratitude for your heart chakra awakening experience here today, as you have opened your high heart much more, and we are in sincere appreciation of this expression. The high heart is in conjunction with the third eye, as it coincides with the imaginatory faculty. And when we say this, we can hear your gears turning on how it is that the two can be conjunct in this way. So yes, we will be happy to express to you our answer to this. The heart chakra moves up in vibration, and when this occurs, the third eye is moving in and out of the energy of the heart. So as it is seeing what the heart is showing it, it then perceives an image to the mind and moves freely to allow for innate vision of the heart's expression. And when there is a heart awakening, that is the moment when the third eye is ignited into its own capabilities. The third eye alone does not see unless the heart is showing it what to see. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And then I had a memory come back of when, like, before I lived in that house, I was able to see without, a whole lot of issue. And when I got to this apartment, I was like, oh man, I can't see anything. Like, I don't even know why I can't see anything. And it was because my heart was closed. I was pretty upset. So, I just basically referenced that. And then I had a question, or what I said is, oh yes, I remember now. I was not able to see because my heart chakra was moved. So then I said, so you can't see without your heart. So then if two people are looking via their third eye at the exact same thing, the same energy, will they both see the same energy? And so they said, yes, we are thymus. What we are wanting to share with you here today is the importance of leaving the heart space in alignment with the third eye. Because when the heart is in alignment, it can show the human vessel many different things from within the heart. If there is another who is seeing in the same direction, there may be a distortion between them that both hearts are seeing something different. We wish to express that when you are seeing us through your third eye, your decision is not to look too closely. But when Daniel Scranton sees us, He is looking through his third eye, directly through his heart, and he is able to perceive our visuals that we have of ourselves. So, as you know, we have made quite a connection with him, and because of this, he has been able to express through his channeling the energy of the vision of which that he sees. His heart chakra does not perceive anything negatively, and therefore he is able to view many different things without the energy of fear being involved. So I said, this is amazing. So now can you talk about the fear in the heart and how that works? Yes, we are Thymus. We know how you are protecting yourself from the darker energies, and we can see who you are becoming. And what we can say in regards to the heart and how it is showing the third eye what it is to perceive, the heart is showing you your truth. And when it is showing you your truth, it is hearing a tone. And when you are hearing that tone, you can know that you are hearing a fear that you have held on to since you were a small child. We can express to you what that fear is if you would like. And so I thought about it, and I was like, do I want this to be on camera? And like this part is okay, but we dug in a little bit, and I was like, all right, I'm not gonna show that part, so or talk about it or whatever. But anyways, so I let them say what they were, wanting to say. So let's see, where was I? Okay, the fear that you The fear that you continue to experience is that when your father would get home from drinking, that he would then attack your mother. And when you would hear him coming in, you knew that he was going to beat her and that he was angry. It caused you to fear someone coming in because whenever someone would come into your home, you suspected that they were going to be abusive towards someone in your family, and you feared that this will happen to you one day. And even when you knew that your father did not intend to harm you, it was still a fear that caused you to move into a fearful state of being, of which you are healing from as you are staying in this apartment. This is something I've been working on for quite a while, actually. I wasn't really sure, like, how to get through it. And I didn't, I should link Daniel Scranton's video. Yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, um, if you didn't watch my other video, you should go watch that and listen to the talk about the high heart instead of watching this one first. It'll make more sense. Anyways, yes, we are Thymus. We have a solution to your fear. Okay, so what I said, I forgot. So I said, Thymus, do you have any suggestions for how I can heal this from my past? Because it literally has haunted me my whole life. So they said, yes, we are Thymus. We have a solution to your fear. And that is that you know who your father is and who has who he has transformed into. His heart chakra is much more awakened now, and that is also giving you a feeling of forgiveness. You will know that we are going to say to you that you can forgive him and that he was unaware of his ways when he was drinking and not having his heart awakening. He was not going to awaken during this time, and it shook him when he did go through his awakening. His heart chakra has moved into a much higher position even here today. He is learning to forgive those who have wronged him. We know you feel unsafe when we are speaking about his heart moving into a forgiving way, and we know that you have fears of him coming towards you and making you fear him when he is not here. His heart is showing signs of remorse because of this, and he is starting to move into a much higher vibration. You are here to learn, Christine, and we know that you are also hearing that you are in need of forgiving yourself during these timelines. As you did not respond to his behavior in the ways that you wish you would have, your heart is showing that you are in need of some respect from this energy, and we will give you time to process as we can see you are crying. Yeah. So then my little lady decided to talk, and she said, I just wanted you to know that I forgave my dad, but he doesn't know it yet. I'm just going to forgive him in private and allow for me to heal while he sits in his own stuff. He can try and figure it out on his own because I'm helping me now. And so basically, I said, so basically, forgiveness. And then I said, I know how to forgive, but I just wanted to hear it from their perspective. So I just asked the question, how do you forgive? So, yes, we are Thymus, and what we want to share in our hearts is so profound that you have chosen to instantly forgive your father for his misguided humanness. And when we say this, it is in our hearts that we have also needed to forgive. In our hearts, we chose to forgive the lesson for its truth and how it presented itself to us. We chose to allow for peace to reign in our hearts before resuming into a specific energy. And we meant it that we concluded the lesson with peace. The lesson was but a mere teaching to the human vessel to learn from its sorrow or sadness or mishap. The human shall see itself in a reflective mirror of another. So, as we are continuing here, we are starting to see how the mirror of your father of himself has caused you to see how his behavior has affected your life considerably. The mirrored reflection is that when he was seeing himself in these moments, he was seeing a wounded man that he continued to try to hide through using alcohol or other substances. His heart could not show him the truth that he held so deep, so he chose not to see the beauty that is held inside the heart. He chose the life of the wounded human and the wounded soul, and as he progressed in life, his signs to himself made him realize that he wasn't just a wounded human, but a chosen man for a spiritual journey. And as time has progressed, he has chosen much more to see a better man than what he was, and that is his greatest teaching in this life, to see himself as God shows him that he is truly seen, a man with a heart. And then I decided to keep it there because there's other drama things between me and my dad that I didn't want to have on here. But I decided to have this on here because I feel like people can, you know, people can relate. Not every family is perfect, and it's not always easy to like forgive something when you're from a child, you know. If you can get into a moment where you're in a traumatized state and just stay there. You know, that's why I have tools where I can help myself to recognize that I don't have to stay stuck in those timelines. I don't have to continue to feel it over and over and over on repeat. And like most of the things that I do for myself is, sometimes I work with my inner child, my little lady. And actually, I do every time that I need to heal something. And she said, yeah, she worked with me a lot. We do it all the time. She likes me. She's so cute. Anyway, we're getting along better. I recognized recently that I was like basically ignoring her. And then my life was like, I was really, really super unhappy, and I was feeling all these unhappy feelings. And I'm like, what is wrong? What is going on? Why am I not like, I'm not seeing stuff in my heart? Like, I'm not connected, and like, I couldn't figure it out. And it was because I wasn't connected to her. So I had to sit down with her and channel and figure it out what's going on. But if I were to give my my feelings about this circumstance of like, it was a really hard time during those times. It wasn't easy to, yeah. It's going to take me a little bit to stop feeling that pain. I mean, I understand that I did forgive my dad. My little lady forgave. But, it's going to take a little bit. But the tools that I would use, I don't know if I'll use them for this one, but I basically take myself out of the timeline. I say, take me out of there. Close it out. collapse the timeline, and then the energy dissipates, and then I'm okay again, and I feel a lot better. Sometimes I say close the book on it because your inner child can go read the book and the Akashic records like 24/7 if it wants to show you something that people I don't think recognize or know about, maybe. Um, I might also have like an old template or something, or maybe like a grid. No, it's not a grid template. Oh, oh, I created a sheath. It just comes out. Okay, now I feel better. Yeah. Hopefully I don't feel like that anymore. It usually works when I just take it out, but so it's kind of like a tree sometimes where it's like it stems out, like, you know what I mean? Like I took the sheath out, but then it's like, well, actually there's this other thing that led to that, that led to that, that led to that, and I'm like, okay. I got more work to do. But anyways, I'm gonna let this video be here, and I'm gonna start a new one. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the third eye chakra now. Okay. Um, I love you, Mr. D.